Good day everyone and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to take any of our signal as long as you are on SIM. We're not responsible for your trades. The news just came out and we need to wait a couple minutes to see what's going on, and the market is extremely fast. We're gonna wait a little bit. It was a very high news, so we're gonna wait a couple more minutes and we start. You can see how the market went up and now it did go down. This is really need to sit on the side, and sometimes, if you notice, sometimes the auto trade cannot close on a very fast market, so you gotta be careful with the news. Always you have to be careful. And now the market changed in direction, and we're gonna be on hold for a couple minutes before we can touch the market. Welcome to trading. This is really too much action, so we're going to wait a little bit. I want to show you on the Nasdaq the 7 range. I'm not gonna touch it right now, but let me show you how fast the market is. And you cannot auto trade on a fast market like this. You will be butchered with your account. However, on the it's a different story on the market analyzer. This is a normal auto trade, and you can see there is a new signals coming out, and on the Nasdaq, CL, YM, everything. The CL already hit the YM already hit the target, but you can see how fast the market is. We have a sell signal, sell signal, sell signal. And this is really, you have to be careful when there is a high news like today. The market is going up and down, and we cannot touch any auto trade at this moment until the market settles down. It is really important. Really important. Because also, if you are scalping here, you will have a slippage. A lot of slippage. We don't want to get into slippage. So we are waiting. The market went up and then went down, and it's extremely fast, the market. By the time you're receiving your data, look how fast is your NASDAQ. Look, by the time you receive your data and you make a decision, it's too late. You know, the market is on a total different level. You know, for the last 32 years, we have experienced this, and we know better to stay on the side when the market is moving very fast. Now, there is a tricks for limited order when you are a manual trader. But we're not going to do this because the majority right now, they only want to auto trade. They don't want to do any manual trading. But for manual trading, those days like this, you can make a tons of money. But we're not gonna go through that today. We will we stay on the auto trade because the majority, they only want to auto trade. They don't want to learn how to trade. So that's fine. That's their choice. So on a day like this, if you are auto trading, you need to stay on the side for a few minutes till the market starts slowing down and your system start. Any platform, not just NinjaTrader, they all lags when the market is fast, because when you are receiving your data and your computer responding, sending a signal to your broker, you are way behind, way behind. So you don't need to do this. So we will wait. We will wait a few more minutes. We want to make sure this market is slowing down. Still the market is very fast. Look, from the news, we went up and we dropped, and then we went up and now we are dropping again. So the market is starts slowing down a bit, and we are waiting a few more minutes. It was a really important data, so we will see what happen in a couple minutes. But you should not be trading right now. Let it slow down a little bit. still the market cannot find direction, guys. Please be careful with Autotrader. It's extremely fast. You cannot make a decision when the market is going fast. So we are waiting. Okay, now the market is slowing down. To our traders, you can see from, as an example, from the ES. When you see the ES from here, from 56.31 all the way to 55.78, here is the secret right there if you are auto trading. And it's irrelevant what kind of auto trade you are using, trust me. I've been doing this for 32 years. From this area to this area, to all our traders have the system. When you see the price and you see all those lines, I'm trying to simplify it for you. When you see the price is between a lot of lines, the question is, how can you trade this? Exactly. You cannot trade it. You cannot trade it. When you see too much lines between the price above and under, turn off your auto trade immediately. Turn off your auto trade immediately. And it's funny, I was talking to someone over the weekend, and he claimed he's a new trader and he only wants $7,000 a day. He's not asking for much. That's over a couple $1 million a year. So, and if you don't know the basic, you will never get the $7 a day, not the 7,000, not the $7 a day. So I already dismissed it, and I don't want to deal with that man. Anyway, when you see things like this, and if you are a new trader and you think you're gonna make $1,000 in this condition, or $7,000 like this guy I talked to, you will never see dollar in the market. You will never make it in the market, because what amateur traders, they say they want $1,000 or $7,000 a day. I don't care if they have 20 different accounts. But the problem is, if you auto trade in those conditions here, even if you have 20 different accounts and every account is $500 a day, you have to think that if you activate an auto trade here, you will not be making $7,000 a day. You will be down $10,000 on that day. So typical amateur people, they count how much they want every day, but that they do not calculate their losses. And this is where the details right there, you know. So when you see things like this, stay away. It's better not to make money that day, and it's better not to lose money, because as long as this ES in this condition, there is a lot of support and a lot of resistance. You can use any system worldwide and you're going to lose. You can use any system you want. Now, if somebody telling me he's making money, we are making money. But if you got away with it one time, as an example on the ES, this one in ES7 range, and is using the same system as this one here, and look at this, and this is very complex auto trade, trading between fibs, and even if you got away with it today, you're not gonna get away with it tomorrow, because the problem is, as we see here, okay, we're doing fine on that trade at this moment. You have 500. What we have found out, we've been teaching traders for the last 16 years. A trader is not going 99% for the last 16 years. Traders do not look, there is a support and there is an institutional number, they're gonna keep it running. The professional guy, he sees the market is going back, and if you notice, you got a big pile of money here and you did not do anything about it, and you did not close position, and you kept this one running. The problem is with this market hit the bottom, and from 500, I have seen it plenty of times, you close that trade with 100. They do not calculate how to maximize their profit. They do not calculate when there is a bad day or a losing day. They do not calculate. They just let it sit, and they want the auto trade to do everything. This is the question by another person talked to me a few months ago. He said, in a day, auto trade is supposed to know everything. No. Auto trade cannot know everything. No matter how much you feed the auto trade, you cannot feed him enough. Then you need to have not just a normal computer, or you rented a VPS out of Chicago in a garage somewhere with a couple of gigabytes and on the server. No. So as we see here, look, that trade here is losing money because of the news. He don't calculate this. So what I'm saying is, if you notice, we had $500 here, a little over 500, almost 600, and now the market went to 150, and maybe it will drop, but where it's going to drop is going to drop here, right there. And the thing is, the trader did not do anything about it. So two different traders using the same auto trade, using the same entry, they do not come out with the same profit. They do not. They do not. And look, from 500, you're closing the trade for $100. So it is up to the trader to figure out how to maximize his profit. The system came in exactly, if you go through all the videos we have on the YouTube, you will find out target 2, it is an institutional number, and look where it closed. Closed with less than $100. This is the example. Traders look at the P&L and they don't look at the technical chart, and they want thousands of dollars a day. and they are expecting the auto trade to figure out everything for them, but they want to be millionaire by the end of the year. And those guys there, they want to be millionaire, they will never see dime in the market. They never see dime in the market. They just keep losing. For the last 16 years, I've never seen anyone become millionaire by just turn on the dishwasher machine called Autotrade and not looking at the technical chart. Maybe you don't want to hear that. Maybe you don't like to hear that. Maybe you don't want it to be realistic with yourself. That's fine. But years to come, you will be wiser to know that the market, you cannot just turn on automated system and not looking at the market. It's exactly what you are trying to say. I'm going to fly this airplane from Hong Kong to New York. I'm going to put it on an auto trade. I'm not the pilot, and I want everything to be smooth. And that is not going to happen. That is not going to happen. You're going to fly from Hong Kong to New York, and you don't know if there is a pilot in the cabin. You will never fly that airplane. And the technology is here. The airplane can take off by itself and can land in New York. But let me see if you can go into an airplane when you know there is no captain in there and you're going to fly with your family. It's the same principle within auto trade. What you're trying to say, I want to be a millionaire and I don't know anything about the market and I want the auto trade to do everything for me because I'm too lazy to learn. Guess what? You will never get off the ground. Not today, not tomorrow. Even if you use the smart system, I don't want to call any smart system. If you think the smart system is going to build coding for you, you're very wrong. The coding in those smart systems, they're not even near what a human can do. You know, so here is a good example what it is. This is not marketing for a car salesman. This is reality that a trader does not look at the market. He's wasting time. Do not look at P&Ls. Look at the market condition, please, please, please. So, if you notice here, now it's taking, the auto trade is taking long from that direction, which it is very true. If you are auto trading ATRs or some other momentum, or your auto trade now is taking a short in here. Taking a short here, it is a very, even if it's going to your direction, it is very dangerous place. Why? Why is very dangerous place for your auto trade to take a trade in there? Because there is a lot of support, and then even if this ES cross those double support, even if this ES cross this double support, it's gonna get stuck in here. So there is no big trade in there. If we look at the Nasdaq at this moment, the Nasdaq starts spreading out a little bit the lines. When the only time you make money when the lines are spread out, they're not close to each other. This is another example. The CL is very clear from 66.81 all the way to the 66.52. Here it is. It's very clear. Look, here is turbulence. Here is very clear. You have okay to go all the way down to the institutional number, and it is very clear. When we come into the support area, 19,341, is it going to cross it? There is still a little weakness to the short side. This one will cross it if the ES will cross this double support. They're all connected somehow. So when we are auto trading Nasdaq, let me bring it down in Nasdaq. Let me see. When we are auto trading Nasdaq, Whether we have 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 or $6, doesn't matter. We have this maximized in here. And if we look at the ES, there is a double support. So if the ES cross this one here is gonna cross it, indicating you can be making another $3,000 on that auto trade. And if this ES not able to cross this double support, this is your money is 5,600. So in 2025, we don't need to learn price action, but we need to look at the blue chart. We need to look at, to see that so now we are coming to the target 1. The ES broke, so that means we have a little more beef in that trade. A little more beef in that trade. And if we take another example on the ES, let's try to take an ES trade. I'm sorry, I've been waiting on that good news for 2 weeks right now, and I just received the good news, and that's good. Let me see. So now the market is okay. We're coming to the 19,000. So you can see there is a difference in the performance when we keep. So here's the question: is how to auto trade? Everyone can know how to turn on an auto trade, but how we can auto trade. Now, if we keep our eye both on the support area, on the ES, this is the final, is right there. And we have a profit on the NASDAQ. This is an option for the trader to cash in right now as we speak, or hold on, maybe he can gain another $1,000. It is a matter for the trader to make a decision to maximize his profit and override the auto trade. Question is, I don't have time to look at the blue chart. You don't have time to look at the blue chart, then you don't have time to make money. It's not the auto trade. So now we are coming to the institutional number. Target 1 is a struggling, and look at this. This is your call. What happened with the NASDAQ? The ES went right back and taking the NASDAQ with him. What is the re-entry on the ES? If he's going to cross this one, the re-entry on the ES is 5,600. And now look at this. Your profit is shrinking. You're throwing money out of the window. A minute ago you had 6,000, and now you are sitting on 5,000, and now it's going back to 6,000. Should we stay on that trade, or should we just take this money and run? So the question is, do I have to manage the auto trade? Anyone can tell you that you can buy an auto trade and you become millionaire like this guy. He's not asking for much. He's asking $7,000 a day. He have 20 accounts and he wants 500 on each one, but he's not calculating bad day. On a bad day, he will have $20,000 down, you know, and he's only counting the winning days. So what I'm saying is, you need to monitor your trades. Don't just look at the P&L. Try to maximize your profit. Try to maximize your profit, and once you close the trade, this is the trick. Once you close the trade, stop trading. If this number satisfies you, stop trading, close your computer, do something with your life, or stay on sim. So now the market is slow. We're gonna start turning it on. We normally turn it at 10 o'clock. Now it's 10:32. We're gonna turn it on right now, and the market is slow, so I'm gonna turn it on right now, and we will see. This is the first trade, and this auto trade is extremely good when there is fibs tied to each other. This is extremely good auto trade when there is a chop in the market. So okay, let me see. This is the trade on the CL from the market analyzer. And like in those conditions, if you are auto trading the market analyzer, we can look at the market analyzer trade. And if you are trading from the market analyzer and it's going down to your target, you can take the second level, extend it, and leave it alone. On this one here, you have a trailing stop. I can break it. This one here is very enjoyable auto trade. This one here, I can take it, and then the auto trade can adjust the trailing stop immediately when the fibs comes to those areas. So this one here, you can decide to take some of the profit, lock some of your profit, and you can extend your target. You are done with it. You don't need to look at it anymore. The auto trade will adjust it itself. On the ES here, we have two contracts coming from the market analyzer. It is on one contract 49 ticks, 675. We have two. And then what we do, we can go ahead and take this one here, put it here if we want to, and you can make it a break even. You know, there is 5 different auto trades. You can make it automatically break even, and then what we do, we are leaving it alone, and now it's coming to this target here. Target 3 is the final target. Let me explain to you what's going on with the ES. Once the market entered those 2 yellow lines, that means the market is over. Once the market entered those 2 yellow lines, that means the market is over. And this is where a place where we can look for reversal. While the other are using ATRs and going down short, we will start looking for long once the market enter those 2 yellow lines. So between those 2 yellow lines, there is double support. That indicate the market is finished. And you're not gonna see anything below those numbers for the morning session. So we set destination, where is this market going? So when we are auto trading, we are aware. People say, I don't trade ES, I only trade NASDAQ. You have to look at the ES. People say, I don't trade ES or NASDAQ, I trade the DAX. Even if you are trading the DAX, you have to look at the ES. If you want to look at the DAX, here is a DAX, $20,000, $21,000 on that trade. If you want to make a decision when to close the DAX, look at the ES. Trust me, you gain 1 millisecond by looking at the ES. The DAX is no mercy, is a very fast market. On the DAX, you want to make a decision, look at the ES. You have a 21,000 And now look, from the 21,000 you went to 18,000. So this is where you can maximize your profit by looking at the levels and what it says on the chart. We don't need to learn price action. We just need to read what the chart's saying. And once this market entered those two yellow lines, there is nothing left. It's finished. There is nothing left. So, if we want to make a decision on the DAX, I will look at the ES and make decision. Trust me, you don't need to look at the DAX chart. You can if you want to, but always the ES is ahead of, even if the DAX in Deutschland, doesn't matter, you still can make a decision on the DAX from the ES. You still can make a decision on the NASDAQ from the ES. Your ES is the light, the signal to your whole market. Even if you are trading stocks, look at the ES. And here it is, taking institutional number, profit taken on target 1, and the ES hit target 3, and I guarantee you it's not gonna go anymore below the 5,560. It's not gonna see it in the morning session. It's done, it's finished. We can maximize the ES to the 5560. This is it. There is nothing left. So in these cases, we have, if you are using the market analyzer, you can see where is the double support on the market analyzer, Autotrade, and then we know where is the target. The target is right below the double support. I'm not gonna mess with it. What we're going to do, we're gonna take it to the, we're gonna secure some of the profit. We're going to secure some of the profit because most likely the ES is not able to break that and it's not going to hit the target. It's not. It's going to be very hard for this ES to hit this target, and the target is not that far. The target is not that far. But this double, look, 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 look. Here's the double support. Is between the two yellow line. And look where is the target. The target is right here. We're not going to see it. We're not going to hit this target. So when the trader knows what's going on, he can maximize his profit. Let's look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is trying to claim the target too. That's very fine. Maybe with the NASDAQ trying to claim the target 2, which is the final one for the morning session, maybe this one, there is maybe a chance to hit this target. So if we look, notice on the NASDAQ, it's coming with this double support area here, and it is really struggling to break here to hit the institutional number. For the morning session, there is 1 and 2 for the morning session. It's 19,225. But it's a struggling market and is having a problem to increase the trade on your auto trade, and your ES target is 552, and it is struggling to hit this number. Why? Not because of an auto trade, because of this double support area here. And also the ES is between those two yellow lines. Those that measure the previous highs and lows. And here they are here again. And this is measure the previous highs and low. And now look, the sellers over the buyers is on a full throttle. The sellers over the buyers. Everything is in red from 1 minute to 30 minutes and is still struggling. So I cannot make a decision just over the sellers over the buyers. I need to look at the technical area. And finally, it looked like it's going to try to break that number, break that support, the final support for the morning session, and we still a few ticks missing on that number. For the Nasdaq is going to hit the 19,223, and then a profit taken on 19,223 is going to be fine. But that's just the max you're gonna get on the Nasdaq, the max. A trick, because there is some people have different accounts or different auto trades under different account. The trick is, even if you are using the same auto trade on two different accounts, do not turn on both of account in the same time. Do not. What you do, you turn on one. If it's going to your favor, it's fine. You just need to hold on the second account 15 to 30 minutes and you turn on your second account. And when you turn on the second account, when the other auto trade is in a trade, you do not, if you have two different accounts, you turn them on in the same time. Why? Because if you're not looking at the technical chart, or if you don't know how to read the technical chart, you probably turn on two accounts on a bad timing. And if you have 10 accounts or 20 accounts, like what this guy is saying, this means you are going into big pile of mud, and you're gonna have 20 accounts are losing money. But if you unleash the auto trade one at a time on a different account, that will be much healthier to unleash everything in one time. So look what happened to the ES, folks. Look what happened to the ES. We told you this is the end of the line, and you saw how much money you had on the ES when we were down here, and look how your money shrinking. If you go back to this video, you had in here 24,000 euro. Within 1 minute, you shrinked it from 24,000 euro to 18,000 euro. That's 6,000 euro. You threw it out of the window because you're not looking at the technical chart. 6,000 euro. So on a day like this, when you have a big pile of money, you need to maximize your profit and stay away from the trade the second day if the market not tradable. So as you see right now, the market is finished. The market is finished, and there is nothing anymore. We were busy, so we forgot the M strategy. We forgot the M strategy. Let me see what happened. Look, it was getting beat up, break even, beat up, and then this auto trade took it from the bottom from 19,280. Let's go back. He took it from here, from this fib, and this is what saved us. So this auto trade is not an ATR. What he did, if you notice, He took it from the fib line. It's a perfect trade all the way to the top. And this one here is a re-entry. If we look, there is a lot of support here. So if we don't know if it's long or short, we know there is a lot of support in here, resistance, I'm sorry. So that means there is no long trade in here. When there is no long trade in here, we concentrate only on the short trade. We don't need a long trade, because even if it breaks the 19,367, the chances on breaking all those areas is not cooked yet. If we look, the market still mainly is in red. It's not acceptable yet. So folks, that's all what we have for you today. And we will see you another day. We say thank you very much, and we wish you a pleasant day.